current state chair-elect of Iowa Ducks Unlimited. I'd also like to introduce you to my granddaughter, Avery. And I would have brought her along today, but at 7 months old, she would have chewed the microphone. So I thought I'd better leave her home. Not only am I here as a member of Iowa Ducks Unlimited's leadership team, but I'm here as a grandmother, as well as a member of the initial IWILL team that was appointed in 2006. Today, I, along with 19,000 members of Ducks Unlimited and many other Iowans, ask you to please pass Senate File 1272 and pass it on to the House. I'm extremely close with my parents and my siblings. I believe this closeness in our family arose in part to growing up in Iowa State parks. Our daughter Megan learned to ride her bike at Lake Geode State Park, while our daughter Callie learned to ride her bike at the Honey Creek State Park on Lake Rathbun. I pray that Lake Geode or Honey Creek State Park will still be operational in 3 to 4 years when Avery begins to ride her bicycle. Our state parks and then many other infrastructure items in the state of Iowa continue to rapidly deteriorate. Funding the trust will significantly help Iowa state parks, among many, many other things. Iowans have told us over and over again that they want the trust fund to be funded. I live on Pool 19 of the Mississippi River down in Keokuk. This pool is one of the largest resting spots of several varieties of migratory waterfowl in the nation. I see firsthand the issues we have with flooding and water quality concerns, items that all could be helped by funding the trust fund. It is our responsibility. Now is the time. So please, let's finish the job that the voters started in 2010. Let's leave a legacy for our children, our grandchildren, and my Avery, and let's get this job done. Please pass Senate File 1272 and fund the trust in 2015. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Iowa's environmental quality, outdoor recreation opportunities for people, and our economy are strongly linked together. We need to be able to compete with other states for businesses and the associated jobs in order to keep our economy healthy. It isn't enough to lure businesses here or create an economic environment for growth if we're not providing parallel conditions for quality of life for the workforce, their families, and our citizens generally. Iowa has suffered from a reputation of poor water quality and limited outdoor recreation opportunities for many years. You can change our limitations by implementing funding for the Natural Resource and Outdoor Recreation Trust Fund. It has been 5 years since Iowans voted to establish the trust fund, and it's time to act. By raising the sales tax by 0.3%, Iowa will be in a position to begin to address some of the conservation issues and environmental problems in the state. The trust fund will provide a source of funding to help farmers pay for practices that will improve water quality for drinking water, as well as fishing, boating, and other water recreation related activities.
I'm here today to share with you the urgency which we need this fund realized. The time to make an investment in our natural resources is now. The fund is needed by my fellow district commissioners and our partners to support the programs, projects, and people in the state that ensure continued agriculture and clean water. Healthy soil is necessary to allow continued agricultural production in Iowa. Iowa's farmers play a significant role in producing the 70% increase in food needed to feed the world's population by the year 2050. Because it takes over 500 years to form 1 inch of topsoil, conserving Iowa's existing soil, which is some of the best in the world, is absolutely vital. Clean water is important to Iowa as well, for drinking and for recreation. Clean water and natural areas for wildlife are valuable to Iowans and important for Iowa's tourism industry. Also, what we do in Iowa impacts our downstream neighbors. Funding is needed to keep conservation from becoming an unfunded federal mandate. Iowa's Water and Land Legacy Fund gives the 2015 Iowa legislature the opportunity to leave a legacy for our future generations. Let's not leave those future generations with issues that we can solve today. It's time to take conservation seriously, and I appreciate you.
I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here to lend a strong voice of support for funding the Natural Resources and Outdoor Recreational Trust Fund. I'm here as a business person. I'm here as a past board chair of the Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, and also I'm here representing my two sisters, our husbands, and our combined 9 kids, ranging age from 18 to 32. We're 4th generation Iowans, landowners, and I help manage our farms. As one of the boys said recently, I want my future to be in Iowa, but I only if Iowa is committed to a future of healthy citizens, healthy natural resources, and great outdoor recreational opportunities. Like many others, they are paying attention to the actions of our state leaders, and funding of IWILL is going to play an important role in their decision-making and keeping and attracting young people, not just in our family, but all across the state. And I applaud your bipartisan effort with this bill, and I urge you to strongly push for its passage.
From the Raccoon River Watershed Association. I'm on the board of directors of the association. I checked this morning and the numbers are that the nitrate levels are 18.5 in Sac City, 19.25 in Jefferson, and 14 in Van Meter. Every time we have a rain, the nitrates start coming down the river this direction. I wanted to mention this morning that the Raccoon River is more than just a source of our water for the 500,000 people in this metro area. On May 2nd, we have a group of Isaac Walton fishermen that are going to be fishing at Dallas Center. On May 9th, we have a market-to-market run from Jefferson, Iowa to Des Moines along the Raccoon River Trail. May 11th through 14th, we have Central Iowa paddlers having a camping trip on the Raccoon River where they'll be camping on the sandbars at nighttime. And on May 16th, the Des Moines Bike Collective is having a bike ride along the Raccoon River. So the Raccoon River is not just a source of water, it's also a source of tourism product.
Count Iowa River's Revival for enacting the 3/8 sales tax to fill the Natural Resources and Outdoor Recreation Trust Fund. The fund will be a huge benefit to Iowa rivers. It will supplement current funding for soil conservation and watershed protection. It will provide funds to match efforts by private landowners for projects that reduce sediment and nutrient pollution of our streams. The Natural Resources Trust Fund will be a huge boost for outdoor recreation, for tourism, for economic development, and for quality of life. It means more resources for cleaner rivers and streams, for river restoration, for removing or modifying hundreds of dangerous low-head dams, for water trails and signage and access that make our rivers friendly and usable for Iowans and visitors alike. The Natural Resources Trust Fund is a priceless investment in the future. Now we need to fill it. It will be an extraordinary legacy of this legislature. It will help our generation pass on a beautiful land for generations to come.
The Iowa Soybean Association is here supporting this bill because we've been at work for over 15 years through our environmental programs and our on-farm network. Really want to support this bill and have voted to support this bill and the contribution that it can make both to water quality and soil conservation, because in the words of Roger Wolf, who is the original director of the Raccoon River Watershed Project, it's the right thing to do. Thank you.
I travel the state and I talk to Board of Supervisors and Conservation Board members. I consistently hear, how are we going to maintain? How are we going to expand? How are we going to just take care of what we got? And the demand is growing. And as we look at keeping our workforces strong with new people, with retaining those that are looking to go elsewhere, we look towards those quality of life items in our counties. We need constant and reliable funding. How do we get there? This is one of those tools that we're looking for.
As the chair of the policy committee of the Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation, an organization that's working with thousands of landowners around the state on voluntary conservation, land protection, an organization that's all in on IWILL. You know, in many ways, IWILL is, in its wisdom, can help the state deal, I think, with many of the critical issues that we face. And if we're serious about, certainly serious about water quality, we have to enact it. But, you know, this is an opportunity for the legislature to make good on a series of earlier promises to the people of the state and to the state's resources that we're going to do these things that we've said we're going to do. And so for those reasons and others, I encourage you to continue to seek for ways to fund it.
To me, outdoor recreation is just so much more than just having fun. To me, it's connecting with my Creator and with the earth. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a family that loved the outdoors, loved and appreciated the outdoors. I loved to hunt, loved to fish, loved to hike, and just sit in the woods and just be. The outdoors are it's just a part of my soul, and it's a part of a lot of other people's souls too. People my age, people that will be the business leaders of tomorrow. This is hugely important. we have to have things that are attractive for people to come back. I know many friends that are conflicted that want to be back in Iowa, but maybe there's just not the jobs. This is an economic stimulus just waiting to happen. I think this is hugely important. This needs to get passed, and we need to just take full advantage of it. Thank you.